it's Miranda here at Sunshine and Grace, where I make beautiful things for life sown in sunshine and grown in grace. Today we are going to make these absolutely adorable and so easy, if you want them to be, little notebooks. They're just little notepads full of just plain paper. Nothing fancy, nothing bougie about them. Seriously, are they not the cutest? Look at this one. I absolutely love how it turned out. I love this one too. But this one's like my fave. I'm probably going to keep it. But they would fit tucked into like a pocket or a bag. Or you could kind of bundle a few together and give us just like a little nice something. But they're super simple. Now let's just get on with it. Okay, what you're going to need is a piece of 4 1/4-ish by 12 scrapbook paper and 12 pieces of copy paper or writing paper or whatever you're using. We're using coffee dyed paper. 2, 3, 4. I'm just trying to avoid my bright pinks over here. I'm wanting to use it really bad, but I do feel it would clash with my paper. 5, 6. Okay. So these are halves of copy paper, half sheet of copy paper, you know, cut in half, like you fold it hamburger style, cut in half. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold these in half. Well, we're going to cut these in half again. I'm going to try to bump this cutter up where you can kind of see, but it ends up being 4 1/4-ish that you want to leave one side, you know, that you want to cut at. So I am cutting it right. It's lined up on 4 1/4-ish. Doesn't have to be exact. Stack them together. There's your pages. 12 pages. And then grab your 4 1/2 by 12 scrapbook paper. Fold that bad boy in half. If you've got like some little wonky things, like this was given to me. Yeah, it was something from a swap that something was wrapped in. And it had washi on it, but I really like the look of the washi. So we're just working the washi in, okay? We're just going to work that washi in and then crease it here and here. And make sure your stack is tight-ish. Doesn't have to be exact. I already have those pretty well the way I wanted. It's not like an exact science, people. It's just a notepad. Stick it inside your little cover you just made. Look at that. So cute. And tamp them all down so that you get kind of a, you know, nice look to it. Now, grab something to clip it with. I'm using these little sewing clips. Make sure you've got everything the way you want it and clip it. Now set it to the side for a second because we're going to grab the secret tool that helps with this. Make a template, okay? This is a piece of Cheez-It box because I love Cheez-Its. Cut to 4 1/4 inches, and then I just drew a line about halfway down. Okay. I don't like, okay, check both sides of your thing before you clip it. Because I didn't like, which side do I want to use? I really like that. I think I'm going to use this side as my front. Okay. Stack it again. Okay. Clip that bad boy down. All right. Now, I'm going to put another clip over here. We're going to put this on our temp. What we did was we needed 6, I'm putting 5 holes in, so I need 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I took the length 4 1/4 and divided it by 6, and that gave me whatever my spacing was. And then I sort of tweaked it a little bit to make it easier to count because those numbers didn't number very well. But did after that figure out that it just took, let me grab a scrap. A scrap of paper and torn it at 4 1/2. Let's get the side I don't like. Okay, I'm just going to tear this off right here and pretend like that's straight. You could also do it this way. Fold it in half. Fold it in half. No. Fold it into thirds. That's what it is. And then you fold the thirds in half. Okay, so you fold it in thirds like that. and then fold it like this. This is going to give you 6 equal spaces, or relatively equal. And then you would just lay that down and make a dot. You can see how it lines up for pretty much each spot. This one could have been over here a little bit, but that, see, I did mine by trying to do the math. Didn't work so well, but that's basically it. You just want to make a dot and then punch holes so that you have a template to clip to your cover. You can see it's just a tad smaller than my cover. So what I do is, because this side's a little longer, I push everything to this side and line it up on this edge. Anything to try and make it work out the way I want it to. Okay, now you're just going to take and make a dot. If you are punching like this, you're going to have to do this in sections. This is why I do it this way, so I don't have to do sections. Just make a little dot in the center. It doesn't even have to be exact, peeps. You're going to line something up that's going to punch that way harder. Okay, here's our trick. If you have it, this is a 3-hole punch. 3-hole, yeah, something punch. Mine is broken. I have dropped it numerous times over the years, but it still works. Okay, and the way it works is, you can see there's a punch here, and a punch in the middle. Those are adjustable, by the way. I have just figured that out like a half hour ago when I took this apart to see if I could make this work. I was excited about that, because that means that when I'm doing, like, if I wanted to, I could put all 3 things down here and punch, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to use the middle one. Okay. And this is what I do. I'm going to try and get it in there with that thing on there, but you can see it doesn't fit my template. That's why we made the little dots. So we take the hard template off and we move these down just a little so that they're still holding tight, but not in my way. And then we're going to pick the first dot and we're just going to slide it in. And I'm going to turn it upside down so you can see it right there in the center. And then you just hold it in place and push. Don't smash your finger. Normally I do it with like this. I was trying to show you the punch out. That won't happen again, okay? Because that was not good. Now that's stuck. Keep a tool, a knife, something that you can pick these out if you need to. Or I guess you could just do this number. I'm trying to keep it. Yeah, I'm just like banging it around. And y'all are probably like, the noise. It's driving us crazy. Okay, sorry about it. But it is what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to line the second hole up. And I can kind of see some of the others to make sure that I'm in the right spot. See? And then I just push it like that. Pop the holes out. And I move to the third hole. And place it in. Punch it. Pop that out. The fourth hole. Line it up. And punch it. Okay. And now we're doing the fifth one. I got a little bit off on that fourth one. It's okay. I normally do it like this, just squeezing it down here. I was trying to like, see. Okay, there, 5 holes. You can see that one's a little crooked. It's okay. And we just move that out of the way. Here's more of this because I broke more of it. Aren't I beautiful? I'm just breaking my things. Okay. Now, we're going to get some twine over here. I'm really crushing on this one, so I'm just going to finish it off. You need about 3 times the width of your thing. And then a little smidge. So there's 3. I'm just going to go a little more. And where did my scissors go? Here they are. Trim it off. If you don't tie a bow, if you just tie a knot, you can use a little less than that. But I really like the bow. I think it gives character. And we're going to get a yarn needle. This is from my crocheting. I have tons of these, so I use them in the studio too. Okay, we just thread it through, get it on there. Now, we're going to tie a bow over here on the left. So what we're going to do is take our thread and clip it in that clip that holds it for us. Now, go in from the front to the back, then wrap and come over the top, back to the front, and wrap it back through. Okay? So that you make a loop there. See? Pretty loop. Now you're going to come across the back to the next one. And you're going to go over the top and back in through. Come back out the front. Come in. See? Makes a loop. Come over to the next hole and go into it. Come over the top, back through. And you make a loop. Then you're going to come in through, up through that one, over the top, and back through. And you're going to go in through this one, over the top, and back through. Okay, now we're at the end, and we've got a weirdness here. We got this little piece here. So what we're going to do is we could just work our way back, but then that leaves this kind of looking floppy and unfinished. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I am going to loop my thread, which is getting pulled through. Okay. And then I am going to make one more loop on here. So what I did was I just wrapped it around this side piece. I pulled it tight. And we're going to come up and through. And then over, in, come back out, up, over and through. Do the same exact thing all the way across. And hopefully I have enough thread for this because maybe I didn't measure correctly. So, almost. Yeah, we're going to have enough. Okay. Now, in, through, come up like this. And now you see that we are at the other end. Wow, that is just barely going to be enough. Okay, so we've got 2 loops on every one of these. Make sure that they look good and pretty. They don't need to be overlappy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to unhook that. Unhook that. It's all tied together now. And we do not have enough thread to do a bow, so we will just do a knot. And you bring it over and you knot it. We'll put something pretty there to make it look like it was supposed to be that. Okay, there. A knot. That's kind of cute like that. Okay. And that's your book put together. Just cute. I hear my son in there. If you can get that a little tighter than I did, it'd probably be good, but it's okay if it's not. Put that up here in the stand because if not, it'll get lost in all that mess. And then we are going to find our cover image. Guys, I love it. I'm not inking the edges of this. I could if I wanted to, but well, let's just give a light ink just to see what it looks like. Probably should have done that before I put the paper or the tie on, but I like the tie and I kind of like the ink on it. All right, that gives just a little aging. Now we're going to pick an image over here. I've just dug out little pieces of clip arty type stuff that I had laying around. And I'm going to use some of it. Maybe this piece. That would be beautiful. And let's grab, it's got a little bit of gilded gold on it. We'll grab a little of this and put on it. Peel a little bit off. This is really, ooh, nice. Okay. Stuff, I don't know what this is. It's not regular cheesecloth, okay? It's not mine. It came in a box of stuff that I ordered off a friend. And I've never been able to figure out exactly what it is. I just like the texture because it gives a really neat look. And so I am just putting a little glue down using my Fabrifix. That's actually what this one is. This is the actual bottle for once. Half the time I dump different bottles together, and it's always some kind of beacon glue, but it may not always be what the label says. And then we're just going to spread, smush, sort of center it a little bit. Okay, about like that. That looks pretty good. All right, flip it, trim it, and save your trimmings, peeps. You can use them in other projects. That one over there, not that one, the other one, it was literally 2 pieces of scraps that I'd cut off from other projects that were just laying on the desk. And I'm like, ooh, those look like they fit that perfect. And they did. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So get this all trimmed. And just trim it down to fit the way you want. Lay it down, check it. Okay, this. That was just 2 little scraps laying on the desk, but it just made a pretty little detail. Okay, and there's that. The idea is to keep these a little on the simple side because they are supposed to be quick and easy, not super bougie. I do keep wanting to bougie them, but I'm trying to not do that. I'm just going to put a little dabs of glue around here to hold that down good. Then place it carefully in there, and voila, you have a beautiful little notebook, guys. So simple, so cute, and I mean, really, these are just easy to put together, simple and cute and fun. So there's 1, 2, 3. Let me know what you think, guys. Drop a comment below, or hit me up on social media. Sunshine and Grace on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. And if you make it, tag me with it, and I will leave some love on it. And I love seeing how you guys take my ideas and run with them. So do so, please, please, please. It makes me happy. And you guys have an absolutely wonderful day, and we will chat soon. Remember, Jesus loves you so much, he died for you. And if you don't know that, I would love to tell you all about it. Get you settled for all eternity. So, y'all have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Grace and peace. Bye-bye.
Brilliant the artist, true is his hand, rich all the colors of salvation's plan. Blank was the canvas,